Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and I'm going to do a first impression gameplay video for Upshift StrikeRacer, a 3D Demolition Derby style racing MMO that published by GPotato. Now I'll spend about 5-10 minutes running around, checking the game out, and making some quick comments. If you guys want to play Upshift StrikeRacer or just learn more about it, check out our full review on MMOHut.com on the look on the right sidebar. Now let's get started. There's a pro server over here, which is the only server in the game, and I'm a pro guy, I can handle it. I'll just join. Notice, one funny thing is, the game doesn't tell you if you typed your password correctly until after you launch the game, so it's a little annoying if you typed it incorrectly. Now we have a few different game modes over here: time attack, racing, and strike racing. Now racing isn't too popular, but it's basically strike racing without all the mayhem. Time attack is basically you race against yourself in a single player game, and you compete for the best possible scores. Let's go ahead and look at our shop right now. And a game like this really needs a detailed shop for it to thrive, because if there's little to do in the game and few items in the shop, there's very little reason to keep playing the game. And unfortunately, Upshift StrikeRacer's weakest point, in my opinion, is its shop. There's only 3 pages worth of cars, the last one being practically empty, including cash shop items, and a whopping 1 page of parts. I mean, I can imagine this game would be a lot more fun if it had a whole bunch of different parts, enormous customization, more weapons, but unfortunately there's only 3 weapons as well. No different paints, very little customization overall, and it really detracts from the game's experience. But let's just join a game over here and see what the gameplay is like. Let's go to race menu. As you can see, very few people actually play this game. It's actually GPotato's least popular game by player base. There's only 7 or 8 games going on at once. I want to just quickly fast forward to when I join one of these games and it begins. Alright, I just joined the game over here. And where the game kind of makes up for its lack of customization in the total number of playable maps. There are about 21 maps in the game right now. You can see over my head, F1 help, and it says all of the game's controls right there conveniently for you. And that's there right when you start the game, making the game very easy to learn. Acceleration is done entirely with the D-pad, and controls are very straightforward. I have 3 different weapons: a machine gun, a rocket launcher, and mines. I'm gonna go blast this guy with my rocket launcher. And you just click D on it and it auto targets them. And I feel like the rocket launcher is a bit powerful because it really can't miss. Once you lock on them, you almost guarantee to hit. Sharp turns can be done with holding the spacebar for a drift. My car got flipped over there. I can click shift to use my turbo. Now you can see on the bottom right where it says turbo, it's a little bit weird because that turbo bar fills up on its own. And as it fills up, you get turbo charges. And clicking shift will use your turbo and exhaust one of your charges. Now I guess they put that there to make the game a little bit more fast-paced and exciting, but I feel like the turbo should be earned rather than just given randomly. Maybe for players that drift nicely, but who knows. I get these various items in the game that do interesting things. This will give me a shield around myself to protect myself from missiles. And since this is a very chaotic game, it's a very useful item. If I was paying more attention, I would have blasted that guy a little bit further ahead of me. Alright, that guy's going the wrong way. I don't know what the heck he's doing. I don't know how you fail so hard. It's a very easy game to learn. The Ninja God. Yeah, we'll see who's the Ninja God. I'll beat you. And you can see he's level 6. It says 06 on his name. Alright, time to blast him with my rocket launcher. Nope, too far away. If he's too far away, I can't lock onto him. And that gives the guy who is really leading the game an enormous advantage. Let's catch up to him now. Because when you're playing this game with a lot of people, especially the games around A+ people, it can get really chaotic. Basically, your car will be destroyed every 10 seconds, and it's just very difficult to get ahead. But the cool thing is, once you do get ahead, I don't want to say cool thing, but I think it really hurts the game. When one player gets really far ahead, it's almost impossible to catch them, because your items can't hit them, your weapons can't damage them, and while everybody else is blasting away, killing themselves constantly, that one guy who's ahead of everybody else will be safe from harm. And it's almost always the guy who's ahead at the beginning. He can stay ahead, depending on how far ahead he is. But most of the time, nobody gets that far ahead where the game is determined right away. And instead, this becomes a game that suffers from something I like to call last lap syndrome. It's something that a lot of racing MMOs suffer from. And it basically means that the only lap that really counts is the last lap, because anything can happen. A timely missile, or just bumping into people or destroying their car, can just turn the tide of the battle right away. You can be first the entire game and then just blow it on the last lap and it's all over. Now this guy's just way too far ahead right now, and It's a very small map. I'm only playing with 3 people. And this game is much more fun with a bigger house and more people. Whoa. I'm on top of the bridge over here. Now I can plant some mines over here and kill some people. And unlike traditional racing games, you actually get points in this game and more experience for killing other people. And it says takedowns when you blast them. Every car has their own preset amount of health and armor and varying stats, acceleration, maximum speed, etc. And the money you earn from the races, called rep, can be used to purchase these new cars and customizations. Let's use this nonsense. That guy's already way too far ahead of me. But I do have 2 boosts. Maybe I can catch up real quick. And these boosts do last a very long time. Very powerful. Man, that guy's way too far ahead now, though. And he already finished. I have 15 seconds left to finish. Hopefully my next match is a little bit more exciting. And the games really are chaotic. I mean, absurdly chaotic when you play with more people. And that gives the game its own unique feel to it. And unfortunately, this is actually one of the only racing MMOs still out there. So, if you're into racing MMOs and a big fan of Twisted Metal or just chaotic racing games, Upshift StrikeRacer is worth checking out. It is unfortunately almost a no-name game because very few people have heard of it, and it suffers from a very low player base. Alright, I just joined another game. Now this is a team racing game, red versus blue style. And with, I believe, 7 people in the game right now, so it should be more chaotic. Though even in the team game, the goal is pretty simple. Get to the other end and blast everyone on the other team. Now it's loading right now, which is why the camera is panning up and down. You can see a lot of these other players have much better cars than I do. Alright, let's see how I do. Alright. We got a lot of non-English speakers in the game as well. That's to be expected. First place right now. One thing worth mentioning is being first place early on is probably not a good thing. Because you just get blasted anyway, and there's absolutely no benefit to it. Because being first for the first minute of the game won't help you at all. It'll only just damage your car and just get you last place quickly. Let's kill this guy over here. Like I said, the missiles are absurdly powerful. They do so much damage and they're impossible to dodge. And using the space key to drift is the very important part about the game. You can't make the tight turns without it. That guy's far away and I got him too. Let's see. And being taken down, although it's a huge setback, it doesn't just make it impossible for you to win. Although I would say that this game isn't entirely determined on the last lap as much as Mario Kart. Man, I hated that game because whoever was winning, if you got one of those blue shells at the end of the game, it didn't matter if you were ahead. That blue shell just screws you over. Although I really like Mario Kart, so can't really hate on that game. Bruno Nike going down. Why am I blasting him? He's on my team. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Yeah, I really shouldn't blast anyone with teammates. I forgot this was a team race. Sorry, guys. And right now, our team is winning anyway. The last 3 people are on the red team. I just got blasted. And I'm right next to a mine, so hopefully it's not there anymore. Yep, it disappeared. This game is chaotic. You have very limited amount of ammunition with your weapons, so you should preserve them. Don't waste them right away. And this is a very tight level, so it's kind of hard to use boost correctly. Oh, he's my own teammate again. I shouldn't be shooting him. And I got knocked over again. Whoa. You can change the camera angles here with C, so if you enjoy playing first person, you can always do that. I know a lot of people that play these racing games like playing in first person. Keep in mind, the game isn't meant to be realistic, it's meant to be chaotic, and it really is. Unfortunately though, this isn't one of those games I can just sit down and keep playing. It's something I would play on and off. And it isn't a game I can really commit to either. Mainly because of the small player base, and the very limited customization options. But it's definitely an enjoyable game. At least for a short while. I should have blasted that guy, but he already took him down. Man, I didn't kill anybody in this game. Or not kill. Takedown. My bad, guys. Let's use this. Let's blast this Project 1 guy over here. If I can get a boost, I can catch up to him. Come on. Aim up. Target on him. Come on. Yeah, boy. Takedown. Got him. And wow, we're really cleaning house over here. Unfortunately, I'm doing the worst on my team, but I'm beating 3 other people, so I'm happy with it. I'm beating 4 other people now. Only one of the guys on my team, though. I can just be an a-hole and just kill that guy over there, my own teammate, but I don't want to do that. The graphics really aren't that bad for an older game like this. The game should run decently on older computers, and the game doesn't have widescreen support, which is really annoying. But to be fair, it makes up for it by having windowed mode support, so the game doesn't look stretched and ugly. I can also see this is one of those games that G-Potato doesn't update that often, and it's very possible the game will be shut down. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Very few people play it, it's not updated often, so who knows where this game will go in the future. I am running out of time, guys, though. If you guys want to play Upshift StrikeRacer or just learn more about it, check out our full review on MMOHut.com on the link on the right sidebar.